over there. We in the US, we try to monetize everything. There's certain things that are wonderful and great about the US, but when it comes to taking advantage of people when they're getting educated with medicine, all of that, we kind of blow it. When we suddenly are paying people to run prisons you know, think about Parker got crutches the other day because he hurt himself, right?
hmm
Those crutches are like $1,000.
How are those crutches $1,000?
It's ridiculous.
How are those crutches $1,000?
They're not, but they drive up the price, right? And then everybody's trying to get a cut. And
Do
so
you think, sorry to cut you off, but do you think people in the 19 fucking whatever 50s were fiscally responsible? Or do you
No.
think they literally just were like, any job will do and it'll be more than enough. I can afford a house, afford a family, afford dumb fucking decisions
Yeah.
and still put away money in the bank only because I couldn't find any more stupid fucking decisions to blow it on. That's how much money they might make in comparison.
I'm just saying the system is broken. I agree with you.
I know,
The
but
system is broken in a lot of ways.
it's like, do we keep curating ourselves to fit the fucked up system? Or do we fucking like put our foot down and change the system? Because this is just wrong. We shouldn't have indentured servitude to have access to the same level of education that the entire world has.
Right.
It's fucking stupid. It's wrong.
So I agree with everything you're saying. That is true. We shouldn't.
Yeah.
We should do better.
It's like, I should collect more coupons. That way I can be a slave to go to college.
I think what I really want like young people to understand, especially like given the current political climate, who is benefiting? It's always coming back to who is benefiting, right? So private corporations,
right?
The oligarchy,
yeah,
all these people are benefiting,
right,
from people's pain.
Yeah,
and I mean pain and financial pain.
Yeah.
And and our government is doing nothing about it.
Oh no, it's doing something about it. It's helping them. It's giving them the advantage. It's giving them the all the leeway to make these rules, obfuscate the truth, make it incredibly hard for us to investigate, for us to call it out. There's no checks and balances to which the regulators aren't the same people that need to be regulated.
Right. It's like when you look about it, like how bad the infrastructure is across our country, like bridges and roads.
Oh my God.
Right? Like how awful it is. And then you look at these other countries and you just go, how is this?
How do we pay this much to live here when you guys don't take care of here?
Right.
Like, fuck you.
Yeah. Where is
fucking idiots?
Anyways, that's a tangent for another day. What I really want to get at here is that we as a society are creating a next generation of people that don't want to participate because they feel the system is rigged.
Yeah.
That's one. The other is that college doesn't look as interesting to them, right? Education. But that's a place where I'll tell you from experiences in community, whether it was community college or when I went to business school, that I learned so much from the interactions, from the debate, from the reading, the material. It's not that you agree with everything your professor says, but it makes you have to think. It makes you have to create an argument either way. Your professor comes in and says, this is how it is. This is what I think. This is what historically happens here. And then you have to sit there and go, okay, how do I take this information? How do I do my research myself? And then how do I distill all that down into this paper? Right. And people are not learning that skill. I remember when Hunter was in high school, I would be like, well, what are you writing right now? What are you working on? And I would look at his paper and I'm like, the grammar is horrible. Oh, they don't care about that. I'm like, what are you talking about? They don't care about that. And he was right. Like she had kind of given up on the kids to have great grammar and punctuation. And it's funny because I got a girlfriend texted me the other day and she thought she texted me one thing and I read it completely different because there was no punctuation. There was no comma. There was no period. There's no question mark. I didn't know what she was saying.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so I think communication is breaking down in certain ways. And so for young people having that happen, I don't feel like they want to participate in politics because they don't believe in it. And if you don't have a next generation who wants to build businesses, educate themselves, and get into politics, then government breaks down.
Here's another question I pose to you. What happens when you have a predecessor generation that's currently installed, currently compromising all system functionality?
Right.
Do you go, man, this next generation is just a bunch of lazy bones? Or do you go, wow, their eyeballs fucking work?
Right.
They see a fucking nightmare. But, hey, wait, let's talk about this.
I don't think that their eyeballs don't work. I don't think that that's the problem.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not trying to put it like that. I'm trying to say the reason I said that was I was trying to say, okay, I'm pitting what I just said against what you just said. What do you think has more of a fucking impact here? Who's coming in and what they perceive, or who's currently in it and what they're doing to it, and the ramifications that are going to exist past them.
Right.
Right? It's like, oh man, you could have made a change hypothetically. It's like, yeah, and you know what they did actually? Like, I'm not going to be one of those people that blames the boomer generation for fucking the economy, but it's like, is it really my generation's lazy bones not saving the economy, or is it the motherfuckers that fucked it up?
So I agree with you in certain ways. I think that it's not, when I look at you boys, when I look at my boys, I don't feel like it's your fault. I don't feel like, oh, these young kids are just lazy. I actually think it's as parents coming off of, like, for me specifically, like Gen X and the whole system at play, we have put our kids in front of screens. They're not having the same conversations. Like, I'll give you an example. Grandpa Jamie, right? He's 78. When him and I talk, like, about my childhood or about his childhood, so much of his upbringing was his dad was a I think public defender. And he was a part of the local he started the temple in their town.
Mhm.
And so every weekend they would have dinner parties. People would talk about art and theater, politics, and he would be there. He would be a part of the conversation. He'd be sitting there watching, listening, maybe not, kids back then, maybe not as much participating, but he would actively be listening to what goes on.
Mhm.
And so he learned a lot about how to be in a conversation, how to interact with your community, because he wasn't sitting here like this on a screen the whole time while they're having a dinner party and he's just like watching the reels, right? And so, unfortunately, you can blame the parents, you can blame society, you can blame the people that started the technology companies. You can blame, there's always a blame game, right? You can blame all those people and go, well, that's their fault. Your kids were raised this way. We raised these kids in front of a screen. They have not been taught how to critically think in the same way. You can say that. And at some point, you have to go, okay, that is true. What are we going to do about it? And it has to happen on both sides. We as parents and adults and boomers and Gen X have to admit that we participated in this. We were part of the problem. And we can help be part of the solution. And young people have to say, there's a problem here too, and they want to fix it.
I think is way more